Resiliency and Resistance. It's the theme Mother Emanuel AME Church has kept since the beginning. Lee Bennett Jr., a historian with the church, walked me through years of persecution. He breaks down Mother Emanuel's history and perseverance and explains why it's so important to keep the story alive.
Time period is around 1816, 1817. Morris Brown led some 1,000 followers out of the White Methodist Church. One of the noted members of the Hampstead congregation was Denmark VC. Denmark VC led the planned slave insurrection of 1822. The church was destroyed board by board, and then South Carolina state legislation closed all the African churches from 1834 until 1865. Now remember that congregation, the Hampstead congregation. They continued to worship in secrecy underground and then re-emerged some 3,000 strong and purchased the land on this site. And once the Civil War ended, we have Bishop Daniel Payne coming back to Charleston, and he selects Richard Harvey Kane to be the first pastor of Emmanuel. Now, this is 1865. This is the first time we're using the name Emmanuel. And amazingly, one of Denmark VC's sons reemerges, Robert VC, to be the lead architect to build a church on this site. And that church is erected in 1872. The wooden structure does not survive the earthquake of 1886 and then rebuilt starting in 1891. And that's the edifice that we're in today. It still has the original floors, all of the pews, all of the stained glass windows, the gas lighting within the church, the 3 chandeliers, our communion rail, our chancel rail, all a part of the 1891 church. The massive pipe organ dates back to 1908. That organ was purchased for $800 and is still the organ we use every Sunday. Who we are has not changed within the church as well. This is still God's house. The doors of the church are still open. Certainly part of our history is the tragedy of June 17th of 2015, where a young man came to Bible study on that Wednesday evening. He shot the pastor first and murdered 8 others. There were 5 survivors. It doesn't seem like 10 years. It just happened because we're never going to forget the lives that were lost here at this church and the survivors as well. The church has been here for 207 years. I know the church will survive, a resilient church, and will continue to grow.